her special needs are.
Hello, I am Zuraini. This is Izzati. Say hello. Hello. Izzati is my second daughter. She has some very special needs, and she has a slight learning disability, very high on the autism scale. Also, hearing impairment. And when she was young, a little baby, she never crawled. So to get her to what she is today, it was through a whole series of therapy and exercises and dialogues and of course specialists, doctors and all. So today she speaks non-stop. She sings off key, but she's still happy to sing. She can run, she can play games, she's good at bowling, and she paints. That's her forte. She loves art.
Can you share with us how her painting has actually, become her income earning?
Actually, because of the nature of work that I do, because I'm a designer, so whenever I have to confess this, whenever my other nieces and nephews come to the house, it's my turn to babysit. They get up, they have a routine, they have their breakfast and everything. After that, everybody sit down and I'll just put papers and paints and color pencils and okay, everybody do art. So it's like everybody has to do it. Then I realized she actually enjoys doing it and she goes into her own world. And she started asking me for more art materials and all that. And through the years, she wanted to try canvas and paint, which I did, and she was invited to participate in the Malaysian punya art expo at Madrid, and she had, I think, if I recall, 4 paintings only. One was a koi fish, a very small one, and the other one was on a round canvas. She at that time she only wanted to paint on square and round. She doesn't like rectangular. I don't know why. And an art expert, Mr. Uy, he said he wants to buy the first koi fish, the round one, because one day she's going to be famous. Of course, I laughed. I was like, okay, you're just being nice, and it encourages her. So okay, so until today, I understand what he's saying because there's an evolution, and at that time he could already see her strokes and all, kan? And so I just let her grow. I just encourage her by her paintings. She gets invited to more exhibitions, and then one day she said she wanted to enter Genting Highlands punya art competition, because she wants to go to Genting Highlands and take the rides, which she keeps asking me, and I said next time. So she said, tak apa mama, saya masuk competition, saya menang, kita boleh pergi. So I'm like, okay, like what are the odds that she's going to menang, kan? So but she did. She won. I think at that time it was 3rd or 4th, and then because since then she entered 3, and she got called up, and we had to go to Genting Highlands. So she got her rides, she got her prize, but she didn't care about the winning. She was more happy to go for the rides. And then the next year she did the same. So throughout for 3 years, then the last one she won grand prize. So that one she won a cruise. So there were 2 tickets. I bought another one, so she went with her grandma and her elder sister, and so that's when I realized, okay, she really knows what she wants, this girl. So I just let her go with the flow. So I realized though, people tend to categorize, okay, if I'm going to buy a special needs punya painting, she's special needs, okay, kesian, tak apalah, we can get it for cheap. It's just for the sake of buying something, as compared to a normal artist who has no special needs, kan? And so I thought there must be a way, we must put it all at a level, because one day I'm not going to be around. She will have to continue whatever she's doing to earn her own living so that she's useful to society. And I'm not just talking about her, I'm talking about other parents with special needs children would have the same thoughts. Some of them are very old also, kan? Some of them are not even from the city, and they don't know how to go about doing it. Yes, she's telling me that she has a friend, Haziq, and he's 30 years. So I thought, let's do an example, how to do an example and create businesses for them. So they have their own businesses. All they do is they churn out their paintings, so it's up to us to do a branding for them and put them out there and make people realize like, hey, you know, there are things that you can do with this instead of just buying one painting because kesian, two paintings because kesian, because, you know, that one painting can go a long way, right? So the 3 other parents that decided to go with me, we started this initiative called it started off as We and Izzati, but now we're thinking about changing it to We and I or something like that. That's to be developed. And so far it's been our own pocket, because Alhamdulillah I am 55 and I can get my EPF out. So with that money, I've been developing the branding, and the other parents also, they all chip in, but it won't go that far. Then we started thinking, there must be other ways. What about those parents who don't work and they don't have EPF? How are they going to help their children, right? So that's another thing government should look into. Danas or funds for special needs to start off businesses that's not just like selling flowers, or, you know, now they have little funds for like if you nak buka kedai bunga, if you want, you know, things like that. But this is something different. It's a different level. You give 5,000 to buka a gerai bunga, it's okay. You give 5,000, we can't do much. Just to buy the artworks is already berthousand kan, to buy the materials and all. So I guess.
So what are some of the things that you think the government can do to help mothers or parents like you with special needs children?
Definitely they have to start listening to the women, because women can, from the start, they're mothers, and irrelevant whether they're working, they're not working, but they're still important. Even if they're at home, they're the one that the children come to first when they're young and before they go to school and things like that. When they come back to do their homework, although my children never ask me to help with their homework. Anyway, so definitely give the women some kind of power to be able to, let's say if I'm a housewife, yeah, or I'm a retiree, I'm no longer working, but I still need to take care of her, I still need to do things, and still need to expand her business. But if I go and apply for something, if I go to banks, now I'll be tak laku. You know, if I go to apply anything, the first thing they'll ask me, are you working? You know, and what's the guarantee and all that. So there must be a different way on how you judge, how you aid women. You know, it doesn't have to be because you're already working and your salary comes in 3,000 every month. That means guarantee you can get this loan. No, it cannot be like that. You have to study also the situation. I am a very blessed single mother, because I always have rezeki in whatever sense, and I always have lots of people, you know, opening doors for me. And but I've seen other situations where they're not so blessed either, and if I can, I want to help everybody. This is when I say in my group we're all mothers, but there's one father. And this one father is happily doing it together with us because he happens to be a CEO of a company. So he can spare the time, and he's like, okay, you know, I'll help you all along, that kind of thing. But there are more mothers than fathers. So it's important that you listen to the women when and when you want to give empowerment, or you even want to think about what kind of grants women need. Women need grants for themselves. Women also need grants for their children, for who they take care of, you know, and well, I guess.
Okay. Going back to, what are some of your challenges in bringing up a special needs child?
What's my challenges? I think trying to read her mind. Sometimes as a normal person, when we have so much things in our head and we're working and all that, she comes and talk to me, and she's talking, but she doesn't get to the point. And I have to admit, I listen with one ear, meaning I hear her but I don't hear her. But then I have to sit down with her again and like, what did you say just now, and like really try to get back to what she wants, because they cannot express what exactly they want to do, but they do know what they want. You know, they do what. So she uses her art as a way of expression. Now she's, how old are you?
26.
Huh? I can't hear you.
26.
She can't hear you, Kakak can hear you.
26.
26. She's 26 now. She looks around, she see her cousin is married, her sister's got a boyfriend and things like that. So she does this painting, which is her face and then a boy's face. And when I ask her why, what does that mean? this is her, she says. The one with the glasses, the girl, that's her, that's me. And the other one is who. So in a way, she's now questioning. She's at this age, you know. She thinks there's nothing wrong with you, right, sayang? You know, so it's my time. I gotta have a boyfriend. I'm gonna get married soon, and you know, life goes on. You know what I mean? So this is how she questions, kan? So one day she will not be in the category. In fact, even now she's not. She's considered a woman. Now she's a special needs woman. So what is there for her? Let's just say I'm not in the picture and there's just her, right? So what is there for her? So there's so many of them around. I've even seen special needs who are like very, very old and they don't have anybody to take care of them. So what happens to them? So those kind of women also, government should also consider, you know, what are their needs, not just the ones who are able to think for themselves, kan?
So for parents with special needs, what sort of thing can support that the government can do to support?
Okay, for one thing, I realize school ends at secondary. They allowed to stay in school until 17 years old. After that,
19.
19 years old. Thank you, darling. See, she's smarter than me. Then after that, they leave, and what do? If they don't paint, they don't do anything, they got no skills, they just stay at home. And their parents go off to work and everybody gets on with their life, but they just stay at home and do nothing. But overseas, they have universities for special needs. They have places for special needs to go. They have a community where the special needs who are adults will all come and meet up and do projects and plan things and, you know, have counselors, have, if they want to work part-time or if they have problems, they have, you know, they're like normal people. They have places to go, but here their life just ends and that's it. You know, if your parents are not rich enough to send you to do things outside, then you just stay at home and do nothing. You know, and actually they can be very useful. I just want to point a little thing. The 4 artists that we do branding for and they sell paintings. Every time they sell a painting, a percentage of their artwork goes back to the rehabilitation center. So we teach them, you know, even though you are special needs, doesn't mean you cannot give back to society. So this is where you have to create that awareness. They are useful, but you have to give them a chance. Okay. To all women out there, let's get together and make a difference.